Okay, runners, so let's talk just for a second about the best way to stay out of injury for your run. And that's really to kind of consider your training like you're an elite athlete. And the reason I say that is because most training plans are designed around elite athletes and how they train. So most people are following some kind of training plan, around an elite. We want to wear the shoes, the super shoes. Like there's so much out there that the elites are doing that most of us do, right? That we want to do. But most important, what they do, and you need to do also, is self-care and recovery work and skill work and strength work. And this is done around the running. And this is really important because for most people, they think I barely have enough time to just get my run in, which is unfortunately why a lot of people end up getting injured, because they want to really make sure, and I get it, believe me, I totally get it, that they get their run in. However, you want to make sure your body is ready for running. So what I do at RunRx when people join us, because most people join us because they have some kind of injury, something's hurting while they run. Well, I give you a month of, I call it the immersion, because I want you to get immersed in your running. But I rotate skill, strength, self-care. And they're 5-minute videos. And the idea is you've got to balance it. You've got to work on the skill of running. You've got to develop strength and elasticity to be able to hold the skill of your run. And then self-care. And so most of us, by the way, so I'm in my mid-50s, and I can assure you that in my 20s when I was running then, I really didn't think about stretching in the beginning, right? And there's still controversy, by the way. People still ask me all the time, should I stretch before I run? Do I really need to stretch? Do I stretch if I'm not injured, right? All of these things are important because most of us don't think about any of this extra stuff until we're injured. And so as an older runner, I can tell you, the earlier that you start putting in the skill, strength, and self-care, the longer your running will be. And that's the truth, because in the beginning, when you're young, like I said, if you're not feeling anything, it's hard to get excited about wanting to do self-care. But that is a big part of training. Even young athletes, all of them do it. They're using rollers, I have a slant board, my roller that I love, bands, fun stuff. You can have fun with it. And a lot of it is, really the important part is how do I put it together? Because you don't have to go do an hour of high volume, you don't have to go do an hour of stretching and then an hour of strength training. You do not want to do the high volume. That's not where you want your volume to be. That volume is in the running. And that's important. So you want to have a consistent, efficient set of skill, strength, and self-care. And of course, that's what I do as a coach. But at RunRx, that's what I guide my runners to. When they come in, most of the runners come in, of course, they're usually injured, and they haven't done any kind of skill, strength, or self-care, or if they're doing strength, it's not so much run specific. So when I talk about strength, I'm not talking about doing like barbell work. I'm talking about body weight strength to hold your body weight, because that's what running's about. Being able to support your own body weight for a length of time. And of course, if you want to go whatever distance you want to run faster, you've got to be able to hold your body weight. And then how you hold your body weight. So in order to do that, you really do want to have a consistent, efficient set of strength, skill, and self-care exercises. And of course, we've got free on the app, the 3-2-1 Run, and it's got a warm-up and a recovery for you that you can try. And it's got some strength exercises as well. Of course, on the YouTube channel, we have got a bunch of workouts. You have the RunRx reboots on there. And then, of course, if you join us, you will get the immersion and coaching from me to take you through it. But one of the things to keep in mind, like I said, the earlier you start to think about yourself and you deserve it. You're high level, I need to warm up. My body deserves a good warm up, deserves some good strength work. It deserves some good self-care. It's amazing how much, once you start to put it in and you feel the benefits in your run, how much you'll actually want to do it. All right, guys, have a great run. Thank you so much for listening and watching and subscribing. If you do subscribe, if you haven't, love to have you. And of course, if you'd love to join us, love to have you join us, runrx.fit. Thank you, guys. Have a great run.